Hi friends, how are you? Let's start. So we were up with our tic-tac-toe game using MIT app Inventor. So today is the second game and I don't hope, I will complete the game today itself. Okay. So we were done with the designing and today we were about to complete the coding part. So just we done. So to sum it up a bit, who have not attended the last live session, we just took a label, we increased the text label, we made it tab which you can keep it if you want, and if you don't want you can ignore it as per your wish. Then we had a table arrangement over here, 3 into 3, I mean 3 columns and 3 rows, because in tic-tac-toe game we generally use 9 slots, or we have a grid of 3 into 3, but you can put as many grid as you want, as much grid as you want, according to your preference and your choice. Just you have to change the code a bit. Okay, I will show you where do you need to change grid style. Okay, and this is some customization in colorings which you can fix according to your wish. Yeah, let's move on to the blocks. Now if we move up to the blocks, what did we do? We declared a variable, global variable turn, so that we can fix whose turn it is. So at the beginning of the game, when the game will start, it will be of x, I mean the turn will be of x, so it will show x turn on the label 1, which is magnified, and then number of turns is over here, which you can see that it's 0 at the beginning, and then the winner is no one, so it's a star for the time being. Okay, then we created a new procedure that will specify what to do when a new game starts. Okay, now there are two ways of starting the game. First type, when the game will start, right, I mean when you will open the app, and the second when you will click on the reset button. Okay, then also we will have a new game. So when we start a new game, the number of turns will be 0, the first turn will be of x, and the winner will be not be specified because the game hasn't been started, so it will be a star. And level 1 dot text will be x star because that's the first star. Now we have 9 buttons over here. If you see, they are in a specific order: 1 2 3, then 4 5 6, then 7 8 9. Okay, we have arranged it in that order only, that is a list. Okay, so this is a local grid, I mean a local variable, where we are making a list of button 1 to 9. Now for each item in list, for each of the button in the list, we will do something. Okay, so now we have to do it for all the buttons. So what we will do, we'll go down and we will get any component. So we are dealing with buttons over here, so we will click on any button, and then we will scroll down, we'll get set button, we'll place it over here. Nice. Now we will set the text of it. Now the text of it will be blank. So first of all, let me get the get item over here. Now the text will be nothing, so we will go to text and we will take a blank text box over here. Let's clean up a bit. Yeah, so the text is text at the beginning of the game is nothing, it's a blank. Now we will set the width percentage, because we want to fit it within the screen obviously. So we will just duplicate this block itself, place it over here, remove this, change this to width. Now you can give over here 33% also, or you can give 30% also. I'll give it 30 because I can always center it back if it is not in proper orientation and alignment, of course. Okay, and the last thing will be the font size. So we need a greater font size, because as you can see, these are rectangle and we don't want it to be rectangle, we want it to be squares, so that it looks perfect. So for that we need to increase the size, and I think 60 will be a 50 or 60 will be a perfect size. Let's check. Okay, let's change the text a bit and see whether that fits up. Yeah, that's the perfect. So I'll just change it back because I don't want it to look an odd way or odd one out. So I will just fix it back to 14. I'll make the changes in my code. Okay, so 16, and width will be changing to font size obviously. Okay, got it. So that's done with this part. And then we did what? Whenever we clicked on the new button, I mean the reset button, it will call a new game. So we did that over here, so that's also done. Now the winners, how will we get the winners? So if there are three signs back to back, okay, I mean next to each other, whether it be in horizontal, vertical or diagonal form, then we will declare him as the winner. I mean any one other player who wins the game will be the winner. I mean, yeah, so whoever plays their X or 0 or O, whatever you call them, in or a diagonal way wins the game. Okay, just like it happened in the real tic-tac-toe. Okay, now how will we define that? Is there are they in a next to each other, or diagonally placed next to each other, or vertically placed next to each other? So we can do one thing, we can declare another procedure, or we can make another procedure, and if button.text is not equal to null, that means if the text box is not empty, I mean this text box, if it is not empty and it has something like X or O, then we will check whether button 1, button 2 and button 3 are same or not. If they are not, we will check button 1, button 4, button 7 are same or not. Otherwise we will check button 1, button 5 and button 9 are same or not. If they are same, then we can declare him as winner. Otherwise we will just ignore them. Okay, then we will go to the next one, that is button 2, which is again, if it is not null, then we will check whether button 2, button 5 and button 8 are similar or not. That means button 2, button 5 and button 8 is similar or not. Then if I am checking it for vertical, why I am not checking it for horizontal also? This is because we have already done button 1 or button 2, button 3 for the button 1 itself. So if we do it, it doesn't change the code. Okay, so it remains same, but why to make the code more longer? Let it be short. We have already checked it once, so we don't need to check it again. And like that we will continue till the last button. Okay, and then when the screen will be initializing, I mean when we will start the app, it will again call new game. Okay, now screen and the app are not the same thing. I'm just telling it now because we have just used only one screen over here, so that's fine for us. Okay, so that's absolutely perfect till now. Nice. Now what should we need to do is we need to check, I mean we need to assign the X and O once we click on them. So what we will do, we'll create another procedure. Let's take another procedure. Let's name it tab, and let's take a parameter. Let it be button. I'm using short forms so that it looks formal. It doesn't look formal then also. Okay, so now we will use a if then. Okay, now we will check whether button text of the button is null or not. So if logic, let's take the null on the right side, and let's take the button, any button, and then we'll take, we can take anything. We'll then change this to text, get button over here. So if any text of any button component is null, then we will set the button dot. So again I have to go to button, take anything down, change it to text, button to global turn. Okay, so whosoever turn it is currently, if we click on the, let's say it's X turn. Okay, if it is X turn and if I click on any button, it will automatically assign an X on that button. So I'm duplicating it, placing it over here, and turn. Okay, so that's done. Now what should we do? We should increase the number of turns. Okay, so variable set number of turns to +1. Perfectly fine. Now what should we do? We should change the turn. Okay, so if we want to change the turn, let's duplicate this only. I'm changing this to turn. I don't need this for the time being. Then what will I do? I will take a if then like this, which can get connected on the left side, and I will check if the turn is X. So I will turn, if it is X, I mean if presently it is X, then after clicking on the button it will change to O, and if it is not, that means if the turn is of O, so after clicking on it, it will change. So let's do that. X, duplicate, place it over here, turn, and over here X. Then duplicate this over here. So see, if the turn is of X, I mean if the turn was of X, then we will change it to O, otherwise we will change it to X again. Okay. Now set level1.text, because we have to show, right, whose turn it is on the screen, otherwise the player will not be able to know whose turn it is currently. So level1.text, it will show join, duplicate, turn, let's take a blank one, awesome. Now we'll check whether there is a winner or not. If there is a winner, it will show that there is a winner. So let's call won. Okay, because after placing every character or every what to say, every X or O, we have to check whether there is a winner or not. Otherwise the next player will input its entry and the winning movement will go away. Okay, so the winner will not be considered in that case. So we have to check whether there is a winner after every tap on the button. Okay, so yeah, so if there is a winner, so if I mean yeah, if there is a winner, so we will check whether there is a winner or not. So if to check whether there is a winner or not, we have to first check if the so we have to check whether it is star or not, because remember we assigned this as star at the beginning. So star means that there isn't any winner till now. So if there isn't any winner, then only we can add a winner, otherwise we can't. If X is already the winner, then we can't assign O as the another winner, right? So if the global winner is star, that means nobody is the winner, then we will just show that there is a winner. So we can show the winner in level. Otherwise you can also use what to say, I'm using a label because I don't want to go back to designer and assign and take notify again. So label1.text will be let's join this, global winner has won the game. Okay, Nice. Now else if. Else if. Now why did I use else if? Let's say there is not an winner. I mean, let's say there have been 9 moves. The 9 moves have been completed and there isn't a winner till now. That means the game has been drawn, or that's a tie. So we'll check whether the number of turns is 9 or not. Okay, so if the number of turns is 9, then tie. There are some parts which we don't need, so we can actually delete them, like this and this. Clean up blocks. Looks quite long but yet too clean. Okay, and easy to understand. Okay, we'll take when button 1 will be clicked. Where is button 1? Yep. So when button 1 will be clicked, we'll call tap and button 1. We can duplicate it from. Okay, no, that's pretty high, much back. So let me take it from here itself. Button 1. Always being lazy is not the key. Okay, and many times it is. Okay, so now we need 9 of them because we have 9 buttons, but we have already made one, so we will duplicate it 8 times. So I will just copy it and paste it 8 times. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 9 8 8 7 7 6 6 5 5 4 4 3 3 2 2. Cleanup blocks. Awesome, everyone is arranged accordingly, and that's the end of our game. Let's try out that on our phone. So projects and connect AI companion. First of all, let me check it by myself. First of all, I need to change the height and width. It should be 30%. So back to designer. Width 30%. Width 30%. The thing is that just because I have changed the shape to round it, so I can't see the border lines of it. So I have to change it back to default so that I can see the default, I mean buttons, if you can see on my screen. So yep, I have to work a lot now. if I write it the size 30%? Yep, it's fine now. So X, okay, when I press on X it says star has won the game. Okay, let's see a bit. Okay, it doesn't show the winner. So do you think I need to use the notifier? So I have to use the notifier in any case. So notifier, show message dialog, duplicate. The message will be like this.